So it's come to my attention that they are unaliving the passport bros down in Colombia.
So, 8 Americans were unalived in the past 3 months in Colombia. These men are passport bros. They're not just tourist men that just want to, go to Colombia and have fun. No. Passport bros means that they left their country and go to another country to look for, young girls and another woman that they can, have relationship with. And Colombia tends to be one of the country that's, has been trending that you can get, beautiful girls over there. So there's fire on the mountain for passport bros going to Colombia. Hey guys, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Maria David, and I'm back again with another interesting video. Have you heard this news? Let me know your thoughts about this news down in the comment section. A growing number of men are traveling to foreign countries to meet submissive women who are less expensive and not demanding. The term passport bros first appeared on TikTok and referred to men who use dating apps for hookups with women in other countries. Authorities says at least 25 passport bros were unalived in Medellin, Colombia in 2023. 4 Americans were unalived in Medellin in November alone. In search of submissive women and inexpensive women, our bros are getting unalived. Like this 59-year-old Grey girl was looking for love in Colombia when he was gunned down in the streets during robbery in October. Owens was robbed of all his belongings, including his watch and a gold chain around his neck. Owens' family finally received his body 2 weeks after he was killed. The U.S. Department helped the family to cut through the red tape to bring his remains home. Johnny, 45 years old, was also found unalive in a jacuzzi in a luxury hotel suite November 2nd. He was unalive the day after celebrating his birthday with a cousin and 2 women he met on a dating app. Philip, 32 years old man, was found unalive in a room at the upscale 1 million suite hotel in Medellin after a night out with a woman. Look at the last part. Houston was unalived after returning to his hotel suite with an 18-year-old woman he met on a dating app in Medellin. So now, the U.S. State Department has issued a warning to avoid using dating apps to meet women in foreign countries. Men are being warned not to book Airbnbs and hotels in isolated locations in Mexico and Colombia. Is it just me or the picture used in this article? It's funny. Sometimes around last year, 2023, early last year, passport bros were trending. They're looking for girls that are inexperienced. They feel like the ones that are in America, the women in American, they're high. They demand so much. They're very expensive. They don't have respect. They're not submissive. So they go to Philippines. They go to Colombia. They go to all these countries that, the girls are very pretty there, but they seem so innocent, so they can actually, get into them very fast. This is not to make joke or anything, because death is actually a very painful thing, and I'm so sorry. The family must be going through a lot. I don't even know if they are married or single, but the fact that they are going there to meet someone they meet on a dating app, I feel like it's very risky, because even we women as well, we cannot just travel, and because we know that we are talking to somebody online, and you want to travel from one country to the other to go and meet the person you're talking to online, it's risky. And now it's happening to them. I have few reactions, but I purposely picked the ones from the men because I really want to know what the men are talking about their brothers, So let's go ahead and watch these few videos together, and I'll be back at the end of the video.
This was my point right here. It might have gotten misconstrued, but it's a sad situation all around. These men died. They might have families, children. I don't know the situations. However, let's use our common sense is all I'm saying. You're going to another country where you probably don't speak the language to meet strangers off the internet you've never seen before in private places. Like, I wouldn't even do that in the States. And somebody said this in the comments: you can get got in the States. Like, you can be a lick in the States. But with your income in another country where the dollar's worth way more, you're that much more of a lick. So you've got to be safe. That's my point. We don't want to hear about more of y'all on the news because you didn't take precaution. Use your common sense, fellas. And ladies too, because I'm hearing y'all are going to Jamaica to find some men and they getting green cards off y'all. Hey, listen, I got to do some research. I'll get back to you.
So it's come to my attention that they are unaliving the passport bros down in Colombia. So let me just make sure I have this straight, Demarius. You thought that you was going to take your ass down to South America on a flight powered by Massage Noir to go sexually exploit the locals, and there would be no consequences? You just really thought you was going to go, like, scout a wife maybe to bring back, and you could further shit on black women and live your life happily ever after, and nobody was going to say nothing, and nothing was going to happen to you? And here's the thing. When the unthinkable does happen, do you think the Popo in Colombia is going to waste time and resources trying to figure out what happened to your black ass? Sound like Big Mama and them going to be having a memorial with nobody and no answers. How dreadful. Remember a few weeks ago I told y'all that 24 was going to be the year of action and reciprocity and things are going to be exposed? It's fuck around and find out season. Now, I don't want anybody to lose their lives. Well, that's not true. I don't want most people to lose their lives. But this... what you want me to say?
Hey, man, rest in peace to all them passport bros that done got offed over there in Colombia.
You know, I hear videos like this or watch videos like this, and I find myself coming to the sad conclusion that the standards of what makes one a attempted decent human being has really gone down. 8 men in the last few months coming from America murdered in Colombia, one of which was Tu Zherzhong, and forgive me if I didn't pronounce that right, a human rights activist. And this creator thinks it's kind of funny to make light of it because they were down there looking for love or companionship. Look, I'm not a passport bro, and I don't want to get in the back and forth on that, but I'm just saying 8 people died by being tricked on a dating app, drugged, robbed, murdered, taken away from their families, taken away from their friends, taken away from this earth. And I guess because they were men who were looking for female companionship, to this creator, it's funny that they died. I don't know, man. I don't always agree with everybody. There's a lot of people on this app that I highly disagree with. But if I found out one of them had died, I would be sad, even for these people that I disagree with, because the death of a person is bigger than just a simple, basic idea of how or who you date that we disagree with. Choosing to date women or men from one country or another doesn't negate or degrade the humanity of any other group. And yet, with the passport bros, it just seems like we dehumanize them on this app. And I don't get that. Let me rephrase that. I do get why it happens, and I just find that kind of disgusting because these are people. I just want to sincerely say my heart goes out to the families who've lost loved ones in that. My heart goes out to the dudes who were murdered in that. And I think that people who engage in that should just try to be safe. And I don't know, I just think taking a facetious look at the death of another human being is something that, I don't know, I would have a hard time doing. But that's just me. I don't know. Do better.
So apparently passport bros are traveling to Colombia and the people from that area are catching on and they're starting to unalive them. I think it's 8 so far. So maybe they're swiping on girls, meeting girls on Tinder, or just like traveling out there. But I don't know what to tell y'all as far as you thinking that you were going to go to a third world country and then take their women like that. Going to a different country you've probably never been to and just trusting a random stranger that you met online is reckless. People get set up all the time, and that's what's happening. You're going over there with all that money, and they know you have that money. They caught on and they understand that Americans are coming out here to look for wives. So I'm sure some of those women have had boyfriends and they're setting you up. So when you come to meet that girl, they're just going to take your money and then take you. And if it started in Colombia, I'm sure it's probably going to start in other places too. So I don't know. Maybe just like consider meeting women in your own country. Maybe that'll work and you'll stay alive.
Thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. This passport bros, they want to start again this 2024. For me, I feel like one of the reasons why they might be getting unalived when they went to Colombia, I feel like the men are trying to come up, because now it's not a thing for these men to leave their country, like Americans, to leave their country and go to another country to take their girls. And these ones are like, the men over there are like, it's not going to happen, blah, 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 blah. So I feel like they're the one trying to protect, or maybe the kind of girls that are even going to meet, they already have a boyfriend, or some might even be married, you don't know. And the men might be, I feel like the men over there are trying to be overprotecting their own women there. That's just my own thinking. Anyway, I might be right or wrong, but I just feel like they are just trying to do a payback or something to them. And again, it's very risky to just go to another country just because you have the funds. And we know what these men are going there to do. Like, we know, we are aware. They are not going there to find love. At least majority of them are not going there to find love. I don't want to generalize it, but majority of them are not going there to find love. They are going there to get cheap sex, to get girls they can just, rub her head and just, that's what they're going there to do. And to make mockery of the ones they have in their country and be like, you see, we can go and get girls, blah, blah, blah. Like, that is what that is what these passport bros are going there to do. So now, I feel like this is just going to be a wake-up call for some of them that are still going to carry their bags and their passports walking up and down. I don't know. But anyways, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section. And thank you so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and kindly turn on the post notification bell so you can get notified when I upload another interesting video like this one. And I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.